Hi, my name is Taylor Coleman, and I will be discussing some problems and solutions regarding the role of carbon capture processes on climate change. Although the world has a variety of major issues that need to be dealt with, climate change has been proven to be one that is absolutely necessary to find a solution. The worsening of climate change could possibly leave us with irreversible damages to the place we call our home, Earth, if this is not properly dealt with in the decades to come. To begin to try and make a change, it is very important to recognize that a major issue in the fight to help climate change is the idea and usage of carbon capture technologies. Carbon capture, also known as CCS, is a technology that is continuously being pursued by researchers and has the potential to allow fossil fuels to be able to continue to be burned without continuing to encourage the increase of climate change. However, the potential of this technology cannot come without a variety of huge risks to our environment. A question that should be considered is, should carbon sequestration, also known as carbon capture and storage, be further funded and put more into effect in order to limit the amount of carbon dioxide emissions around the world? One major issue that proves to be very evident with this particular technology is the cost of production. CCS processes have been proven to be extremely costly than when compared to other technologies for reducing carbon emissions. This is concerning due to the fact that it is so risky and the money being used for it would likely better benefit other well-known processes like solar power or wind power. Carbon capture and storage is not at all to be mistaken for a simple process. In reality, it is a lengthy process. However, in simple terms, the process includes removing the CO2 emissions from large industrial installations and then transporting them underground for storage. This means that not only will there need to be a funding for the equipment used for this process, but also for transportation and the construction of the storage sites. Another important fact was brought up in an article focusing on cost of carbon capture. It was said that results from the probability analysis shows that the addition of amine-based CCS for 90% CO2 capture would increase the plant cost of electricity generation significantly by 58% to 108%. All in all, it may be necessary to take another look at different technologies that are less costly instead of putting so much funding towards something with such high risk. If that was not already enough, it is said that this technology may not even be useful to solving climate change until as late as 2030. In an article explaining carbon capture effects on climate change, it states there needs to be at least a 50% cut in emissions very soon in order to stay away from some of the irreversible effects that climate change can have on our planet. If this technology is not capable of making a difference in the climate for many decades, then it should not at all be considered a major solution to the overall issue. This type of slow process should not be invested in because climate change is an issue that needs to be dealt with now and in a quicker manner. The urgency for climate mitigation simply does not add up to how long CCS will take to be effective, thus meaning that it is not a technology that is fit for such urgency. Lastly, one of the most concerning issues that arises with CCS technologies is the risk of the safety and health of civilians. Underground leakage is a huge concern because if a slight error were to occur and even 1% of the gas was leaked, it would contribute an even higher amount of CO2 emissions into the atmosphere than coal plants already do alone. This problem can be made obvious by one question: why would there be further funding for something that has the potential to worsen the effects of climate change? Also, the risk of contaminated water is quite likely due to the storage of copious amounts of CO2 being pumped underground, and if these plants are placed near civilization, may be a health risk to civilians. Also, there are chemicals that are used during the process of carbon capture and sequestration that pose a risk to health. In an article focusing on this particular issue, it states, solvent degradation is a major problem during the CO2 absorption process because in sunlight, amines undergo reactions with atmospheric oxidation to form compounds such as nitrosamines, and amines. They are toxic and carcinogenic for humans at very low levels. CCS is aimed towards lessening climate change and saving the planet and its inhabitants. However, if these types of chemicals are being pumped into the atmosphere, that is only putting an impermanent band-aid over the issue. Despite carbon capture not being an ideal solution to climate change, there are some very innovative and alternative solutions that are healthier and more productive for overall cause and environment. Things like solar power and wind power are great alternatives that are proven to be effective and actually decreasing in costs. In order to make a difference in the climate change, it is almost necessary to cut out the idea of CCS and put the funding towards more reliable energy cleaners like solar power, wind power, and even new innovative ideas and inventions. In order for this to occur, more education should be given out on the risks and damages that the technology of CCS poses. Research has shown that in wind power alone there has been a decrease in a cost of 10% per year due to upgrades in design. Solar power has also been proven to have dramatically decreased in price over the years and has also increased in popularity among civilians. Seeing that these two major technologies in the fight to help climate change have proven to be effective without any types of risk to the public, it is a much more efficient idea to put more funding towards them instead of something like CCS that is so risky and unpredictable. However, if CCS were to continue to find a way to be funded and kept afloat, it would be absolutely necessary to place laws and policies regarding the placements of these plants and the requirement of more research in order to lessen the risks that the process possesses. In order to eliminate the concern of contaminating the water of civilians, it is extremely necessary for any plants to be placed in strategic and very specific places where these risks of contamination pose a much lower risk of endangering people. Although it is not ideal for CCS technologies to continue to be placed, it is still a possibility that needs to be addressed. If it is ignored, then these rules and regulations will not be put into place, making it much easier for something to go completely wrong. Many people that are advocates for this use of carbon capture and storage often believe that simply creating a tax in order to help pay for the technology will get rid of the issue of the elevated cost of CCS. However, this is not as simple as it seems. Attempting to add a tax on something that is not fully supported by many people around the globe would almost be useless. It was discussed in an article why carbon capture is not enough that only 40% thought it would harm them personally. Moreover, we don't know how many of those 40% would be willing to pay to prevent harm, with economic surveys suggesting that most U.S. residents aren't willing to pay the full social cost of carbon. This evidence proves that to advocates for CCS that attempting to add a tax in order to pay the great costs of the technologies is not as simple as it may seem. If the majority of people in the U.S. are opposed to the idea, it should not be something to be considered as a solution to the overall issue. Overall, climate change is something that is real and worsening dramatically. Although there are some solutions that are being pursued, not all of them should be so easily trusted and accepted. The process and technology of carbon capture and storage is one in particular that needs to be up for major questioning and concern. The goal is to defeat climate change, all while keeping Earth's inhabitants safe and making sure no other major problems are caused. Attempting to include CCS as a solution to climate change is a risk that may not be worth taking. Due to issues like cost of production, the rate of effectiveness, and the health and safety risk that it poses to civilians, CCS should be replaced by more promising energy cleaners like solar power and wind power in order to ensure the safety of our planet. All in all, it is extremely important that people be made aware that putting a halt to CCS is a viable and necessary element to lessening the effects of climate change and saving our planet. Thank you.